Hello everyone. Today we will learn some basic concepts about jurisprudence through some basic MCQs. So without wasting any time, let's start with it. The first question is ratio decidendi of a case is which of the following? The options are A. The order of the court, B. The underlying principle or the legal reasons on which the result of the case depends, C. The final decree passed by the court, or D. The part of the judgment that has persuasive value. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is, ratio decidendi means the underlying principle or the legal reason on which the result of the case depends. Let's now move on to the next question, which is who among the following divided the sources of law into formal source and material source? The options are A. Allen, B. Salmond, C. Keaton, or D. Gray. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is, Salmond was a jurist who divided the sources of law into formal sources and material sources. Let's now move on to the next question, which is jury matrix means what and which of the following? The options are A. Scientific investigation of legal problems, B. Qualitative approach to law, C. Speculation about law, or D. None of the above. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is, none of the above. Jury matrix doesn't meet any of the above options. Then what does jury matrix means? Let's see in a further slides. Let's now see what does the term jury matrix means. Jury matrix is the application of quantitative methods and often especially used in probability and statistics and in law. In the United States, the jury matrix is published by the American Bar Association and the Arizona State University. The Journal of Empirical Legal Studies is another publication that emphasizes the statistical analysis of law. The next question is, following is an example of sources of law. Which of the following can be said to be a source of law? The options are A. Custom, B. Traits, C. Taboos, or D. Dogmas. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, custom among the following is the best example of sources of law. The next question is, the Grundnorm, according to Kelsen, could be which of the following? The options are A. Constitution, B. Will of the dictator, C. Principle, pacta sunt servanda, or D. All of the above. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is, all the above options, that are Constitution, Will of the dictator, and the principle, pacta sunt servanda, can be treated and can be said to be the Grundnorm as per the situation and the governance of a state. The next question is, select the correct option. The options are A. Sources of law was given by Salmond, B. Nature and source of law was given by Gray, C. Des strike des hestis goes with Savigny, or D. All of the above. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is, all the above matches are correct. The next question is, Austin's positive morality is the other name for which of the following? The options are A. Customs without sanction, B. Local custom, C. Legal custom, or D. Conventional custom. The correct answer to this question is option E, that is, customs without sanction is the other name of Austin's positive morality. The next question is, who defines right as a legally protected interest of an individual? The options are A. Earring, B. Salmond, C. Austin, or D. Holland. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, Eyring was a jurist who defined right as a legally protected interest of an individual. The next question is, the doctrine of precedent requires which of the following? The options are A, existence of local custom, B, sanction behind the custom, C, consistency, or D, hierarchy of courts. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is, the doctrine of precedent requires a hierarchy of courts. This is because precedents are the previous case laws that are given by the various courts. So, the hierarchy of courts should be there for precedent to exist. The next question is, which, if the following jurist has laid down the concept of causa instrumentalist and causa principalis? The options are A, Pushta, B, Savigny, C, Henry Maine, or D, Montesquieu. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, Pushta was a jurist who laid down the concept of causa instrumentalis and causa principalis. The next question is, what are the primary sources of law? The options are A, law journals, B, constitution, C, interpretation of law, and D, legal treaties. The correct answer to this question is option B, that is, constitution is a primary source of law in India, because from constitution all other laws or acts has taken birth. Now let's move on to the next and very interesting question, which is, who said jurisprudence is a science of law, the statement and the systematic arrangement of rules following by the courts and the principle involved in these rules? The options are A, Gray, B, Salmond, C, Allen, or D, Rice. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, Gray was a jurist who said that jurisprudence is a science of law, the statement and the systematic arrangement of rules following by the court and the principles involved in these rules. The next question is, which of the following is a juristic person? The options are A, state, B, companies, C, association, or D, all of the above. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is, all the above options, that are state, companies, and association, can be considered as juristic person. Now let's move on to the next question, which is, the jurist who supported the will theory of legal right was which one of the following? The options are A, Austin, B, Locke, C, Kelsen, or D, all of the above. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is, all of the above, which are Austin, Locke, and Kelsen supported the will theory of legal right. The last question is, jura is re aliena means which of the following? Options are A, encumbrance over a material or a material things, B, patents, C, trademarks, D, none of the above. The correct answer to this question is option A, that is, encumbrance over a material or a material thing is the correct meaning of the maxim jura is re aliena. Thank you for hearing the session and the presentation with such a concentration, and I hope that you learned something from this presentation. Thank you.